Hey travelers, Mag, I, and Skeletor 10 here on day 164 of our trip around the United States. We accomplished the mission last night. We were able to make the entirety of our route through the Panhandle executed as seamlessly as anyone could have hoped. Skeletor 10 really did a phenomenal job of the planning, and I am more than happy if he ever wants to come up with another trip plan to put my itinerary in his hands and let him guide the way, because he knows what he's doing. Today is a play day. We wanted to make sure that we had enough time between the end of his route and him flying back to Florida that we didn't get pressed for time and ended up having to skip out on any counties or pages. And we are only 50 geocaches shy of hitting the goal that he's been working toward all year long, which is to get 2,000 finds by the end of the year. We're starting the morning out here in Grapevine, and we have no miles to cover whatsoever. We're where we want to be, and we're going to be staying here for the next 5 to 6 hours running through the series until it's time to get him moving to the airport. He has solved the Jeep Trivia series, which consists of about 50 geocaches, which is perfect to help us cover the 50 geocache spread. So we're going to try and make it through the entire series by the time we have to get him to the airport, and we know if we complete the GeoArt that we've completed his goal. If we fail on that, we're going to send him back to Florida with only a 5 or 10 spread left, and he'll be able to handle that no problem. But I think we got this. You think we'll be able to get it today?
I think we're going to do it.
Let's see if we can get the 50 finds we need to get the goal. Let's do it. Come on, let's go.
Today's number-fueled adventure to help Skeletor 10 reach his goal of 2,000 for the year takes place in Grapevine. Grapevine is a large and beautiful city located in the mid-city suburban region between Dallas and Fort Worth. It features a beautiful downtown area, a population of around 50,000, and is host to a ton of geocaches. There are no lack of park and grabs to choose from here.
Now that we are back in the big city, we've seen virtually no skirt lifters the whole time we were out in the Panhandle, but I think we're going to see several today, and we're looking at one right now. Skeletor 10, you want to do the honors?
Sure.
And the survey says, oh, look at that! We are back in Park and Grab City right here.
This is Park and Grab heaven.
Yes!
Sir.
We immediately went from virtually no skirt lifters for the last 4 days to almost every find we made being under a lamppost. And since this is Skeletor 10's favorite cache type, he is getting everything he could have asked for today.
Let's see what we got, and... Oh yeah, in business.
What do we have here? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah!
Just dun, 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 dun. Oh, look at that. You got a lizard and a cockroach. Hey, little buddy. What are you doing there? We need that, not you.
It seemed like the lizard ran away from the cockroach.
Yeah.
I think I got an idea where this one's at.
Oh, I don't know. It's a tricky business here. Oh, you called it. How did you know?
Stop in the brain.
Hello. Are you in there? Stay on target. Stay on target. Success.
Although the infamous LPC was the cache type that we found the most of today, it was not the only type of hide that we found in the run to get Skeletor 10 up to 2,000 finds for the year. There were several other hides in the Jeep series and other geocaches along the way that offered us a little bit of variety than the standard skirt lifter.
I assume this thing's green in the summer.
Well, maybe, but I'm sure the leaves don't come out silver at any point.
Running through park and grabs like this in the big city does not afford a lot of great opportunities to get the dog out of the car. By the time we lift her down, we've already made the find and are ready to move on to the next one. So at our midday point, we slowed things down a bit and took a walk around the Grapevine Botanical Gardens at Heritage Park. Here, Aichan was able to stretch her paws out while she enjoyed many smells around these beautiful gardens. The last time we had visited Texas, just a few years ago, we had strolled through these gardens and completed the virtual, but that had happened after we dropped Skeletor 10 off at the airport. I had no problem revisiting this virtual once again to give him the opportunity to finish it and, more importantly, ensure the dog had lots of time to walk through the park with us.
While our primary focus is geocaching, of course, we're also Pokemoning all along the way. And when we happened to come out of this garden here, there was a raid just hatched. So here we are, tapping away on our phones, and we're gonna go ahead and catch us some Zekrom at the end of this too. Multitasking. It is a key to good geocaching, good Pokemoning, and good dog ownership in the game too, because she has to get walked frequently.
The other stop that we felt was a must-do while here in Grapevine was a visit to the 9/11 Flight Crew Memorial, which was dedicated on July 4th of 2008. The centerpiece features a bronze monument including 2 captains, 2 flight attendants, and a child representing the traveling public. Flanking each side of the memorial, you will also find dedications to the first responders who served and gave their lives that day. Many first responders rushed into the flames of the burning towers, heedless of their own safety, and many of them would never have been seen again. After taking our time at the memorial to pay our respects, we were back on the geocaching trail again, ready to find the last few geocaches we needed to get Skeletor 10 to his goal of 2,000 for the year.
Magic moment.
Oh, we have got this. It's a scientific process now. Oh, another lizard. Oh, they're so adorable. Come here, little guy. We're not trying to hurt you. You want to come on my hand? Come that way. Oh, don't hurt him.
It's a
He's
spotted,
good. You're clear.
spotted doodle-a-doodle.
Oh, yeah. Almost there. And there it is. 1,999 for the year.
One more find and we have hit the goal for his challenge for the year. We're gonna go make number 2,000 special from here. It will not be a lamppost on that one.
For the remaining find, we moved over to Oaklawn so that we could wrap this thing up with a virtual.
And this is it, find number 2,000 for the year, right here in Oaklawn, in Dallas, at a virtual right across the street from where we are. We were hoping to be able to shoot over there, but as you can see, it's closed down for construction. So while we can still complete the virtual, we can't really do anything there. But it was still a great milestone to be able to close out that 2K find for the year and get Skeletor 10 right where he needed to be. All right, that is it. We did it. We started off our morning in Dallas and we geocached for about 5 hours consistently, moving as quickly as we could through park and grabs for the day. The majority of that was the Jeep GeoArt series. We did more than half of those geocaches, particularly the southern end of the series, because that was the ones that were really quick access. The stuff on the northern end was more on trails and a little harder to get to, and time was running short, so we decided to skip out on those instead and go get some other traditionals in the area and easier things to work with. Unlike San Ferric, where we were trying to get him to his 2,000 milestone and we finished out in the dark, we still managed to get our 2,000 milestone before the sun set. Skeletor 10, what do you think about the last 4 days on the road here in Texas?
Oh man, it was an amazing time. Found a lot of cool caches. Got my numbers right, and it was a little bit of aggressive planning, but the snow was a challenge, but it was beautiful, and just can't wait to do this again. Thank you for having me.
And this is the last time we have planned on Skeletor 10 being out on the trip, because we planned Maine in advance and we planned this part of Texas. But he's already looking over the schedule, and there's several points where we may be fortunate enough to have him join us again in the very near future. I know my fingers are crossed, and I know Aichan's fingers are crossed, because she's enjoyed being around him not only because he's sweet as can be and gives her lots of good food, but because every time we're with Skeletor 10, she gets to stay in the hotel room. And that alone makes him her best friend. We hope you guys enjoyed this little bit of tour of Grapevine today. From here, Aichan and I are going to shoot straight up north to Oklahoma and get back on our original route through the state. So when the sun comes up tomorrow, we will be shooting from Oklahoma. Like this video, subscribe to stay tuned for daily updates, and we'll see you out on the trails.